top mistakes I see high school athletes do during track season. What's up, guys? Coach Clark, Team RunRun, CPC. Number one mistake I see. They drop the mileage. If you are a 1632 guy, you should not be going from 50 to 60 miles a week for your cross-country season down to 35 to 40 for your track season. This makes no sense. The 5K is 92% aerobic, okay? The aerobic energy systems make way more of a difference. Take a wild guess at what the 3,200 meters is. It's 87%. It's not this insanely different event. You've built all this strength, you built all this capacity to develop other energy systems, and you just left it all because you stopped doing mileage. This happens all the time. Kids will reach out and say, hey, I had an awesome cross-country season. I'm a guy and I went 1640, got under 17 for the first time, or I'm a girl and I got into the 18s for the first time, or whatever it is, and I'm running like crap in track. I'm getting beat by people that I was smashing in the fall. We look at the training. You're doing 20% less mileage. Don't drop your mileage a ton. You might do a little less mileage depending on the time of the season. Yes, you need to train different speeds and different energy systems, but do not drop the mileage like crazy. That's a mistake. Now, if you're a true 8-miler, this gets a little more complicated. If you're a 4-8 runner, you shouldn't have been doing cross country in the first place. That's a whole different conversation, but we can get into that later. Number 2. You are racing too much. You're racing too much. Unless you are very new to the sport and you're still learning how to push your body and you're learning how to run the race. You just don't have a good feel for what a mile should feel like, or when you should make moves or cover moves or whatever, or you're messing up your 800. You keep even or negative splitting the 8, whatever it is. Unless you're like brand new and you haven't learned how to hurt and how to do the race, you should not be racing a lot. Nobody cares about tri-meets. I'm sorry. Tri-meets and dual meets don't matter. They don't. The only thing that matters is your PR at the end of the season and what you run in championship season. Here's another way to think about it. Training is putting money in the bank. Racing is taking money out of the bank. Now, does that mean that you shouldn't race to get better? No, that's not what that means. Yes, you need to run some races to tune up. But there's research about this all over the place where we can actually take a look at it and say, on average, most high school kids run their fastest 2-mile on their 4th 2-mile of the season or their 5th 2-mile of the season. And typically, as races go down in distance, you need a little more. So let's say you usually run your best 2-mile on race 4 or 5. We're probably going to run your best mile on race 6 or 7. 800's even more, 400's even more. But think about that. If you're going to run your best 3,200 on average, your 4th or 5th one of the season, and you've raced 4 or 5 before you even get the championship season, you might be cooked. Next biggest mistake I see. No speed work. No speed work. Now I could do a whole video on this and I probably will. You should be doing true speed work all year round. Now, when I say speed, that doesn't mean the same thing to everybody. I'm gonna lay it out for you. I don't care what definitions the people around you use. These are the actual definitions. Max speed, peak velocity. You're gonna hit that somewhere between 30 and 60 meters. If you're not running flat out for 30 to 60 meters, it is not max speed. Then we get into speed endurance. Now there's different categories and different names. Sometimes we call them speed endurance and then special endurance 1, special endurance 2. Sometimes we call it short speed endurance, long speed endurance, but note they all have speed in the name. This might be something like 6 by 250 meters at 95% or even faster of your 400 meter PR, and the rest is like 8 minutes. That's real speed endurance. A lot of distance runners are not doing these things. And the truth is you should be doing these things all year round. How you do it matters, but you have to be doing real speed. Very few athletes can go out and run their best 3,200 or even their mile in 3,200 without doing any real speed work. And I'm sorry, 400s where you start at mile race pace or run a whatever right around, that's not speed work. It's race pace work, it's economy work, but that's not speed endurance, that's not top speed. Most kids are not doing real speed work. Number 4, they're worried about peaking. And this can go both ways. Either you're too fresh too often, or you're not giving yourself a chance to run well at events. There's a sweet spot here. You should not train through every single meet all year. You should taper a little bit for some big meets and go out and smash that PR, especially because the most important muscle in the body is the brain. That's the one that's gonna get you where you wanna go once your training's right. So allow yourself to have a down week once in a while so you can go smash a meet. Now that's one side of the spectrum. The other side is you can't feel great all the time or even feel good all the time and be great when it matters. My athletes and I talk about this all the time. You can be good all the time, or you can be great when it matters. You cannot be both. So if you want to be the athlete that has an awesome championship season and keeps dropping times the whole year, you have to train through some meets and or not run them. You got to keep the mileage up. You got to keep the volume up, okay? I had an athlete recently PR the 2 mile, killed it. He did a pretty freaking hard workout this past week leading into it, and we did not drop mileage this week, but he still ran a little PR. You can run well without dropping your mileage all the time or feeling like you need to be rested. It drives me crazy when athletes who run 40 to 50 miles a week think they should only run 3 miles the day before a race. No. How are you going to get your mileage up? How are you going to keep your mileage where it is? Don't get wound up about peaking and tapering. Don't overdo it. Don't underdo it. Be great when it matters. I'd love to be part of your process. Reach out anytime.